Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? So I want to start there and I want you to talk about surrender and what that actually means and why that played such a pivotal role, not only in your life, but in the people that you help.
So let's talk about surrender, but also what you're saying is how do we shift those negative narratives to actually manifest? So surrendering is all about getting letting go of control. Control is an illusion anyway. So by surrendering, we say it's also saying I give it up to you, God, universe, higher power, whatever you want to call it. Because we as humans think that we know what's best for us. That's why we try to control so much. But if we say, okay, I'm doing everything in my power to make this happen, I trust that you will bring me this or something better for the highest good of all concerned. So, you say what you want, but then you trust that the universe will bring you what you need. And to address the topic of feeling unworthy of love, incapable of love, all of these things that we buy into that our ego is saying, fear-based and lies, it all stems from either from childhood or an adult romantic relationship, something that somebody said to you in the sandbox, something that a parent said to you. And we buy into it, we believe it. So, what I help my clients do is to go from here, which are the lies, drop into your heart and say what the truth is. The truth, of course, I'm worthy of love. Of course, there's a negative narrative. All the good guys are taken, or my time has passed. Whatever your story is, you go from your head to your heart, and you say what the truth is. And this doesn't happen overnight. It takes
Yeah.
practice.
It does. And I think one of the really important things that people should hold on to, especially if you come from traumatic background, right? Many of the people who listen to this show, like me, have come through just the most substantially painful realities of childhood that one can even imagine. And finding love begins with you first. And I think that for so many people, and this was me in my 20s, right? You talk about serial dating and, hookups and, the internet being this thing that it was at the beginning for me of just being able to connect with people. And I thought what was a fulfilling way, which I would come to discover actually was not. Where it's like we go find all this external shit and we're like, please make me fucking love myself, other person. And it's like that
Mhm.
doesn't happen. And so many people struggle with this. And the narrative, yes, I do believe is capable of being, I deserve this. But what about those people who have been just so stuck, so hurt, so abandoned, so broken, right? And they're like,
Mhm.
but do I really? Like, how do they navigate
Mhm.
this conversation?
So it's kind of like before you're trying to get a job. Let's say you're right out of college, you're trying to get a job, and everybody keeps saying you need experience, and you say, "Well, how do I get experience if I don't have experience? Or how do I have experience if I can't get that whole chicken or the egg thing?" So it takes a lot of intentionality and being conscious and aware. And if you can start getting conscious of the fact that you are identifying as a victim, that is how you start to shift it, because I believe that the universe gives us what we focus on. So if we are focused on identifying as a victim, we'll keep manifesting experiences, opportunities, non opportunities, and people, potential mates, that will just validate that we are a victim. So it's a choice and it's not easy. It's hard, but it takes courage, and the feminine courage is strength of heart. So courage, core, COUR, heart. It takes strength of heart to say to yourself, I'm going to make a choice right now because I know that my past sucked. It sucked. But do I want to stay in jail forever? Or do I want to free myself from those shackles and do the hard work? Go to someone like Michael or me, depending on what it is, and really do that work and deep dive and get back to that self that you were, as that you were born as, that soul. And that is the work that I do. I help people get past the barriers, negative narratives, victim mode, that are preventing them from accessing their authentic self, which is a beautiful, innocent, pure being.